Here's some advice. If you ever buy a second-hand kit or a kit that's been opened, make sure you check that all the parts that are supposed to be in the kit are actually in the box. I didn't, and now I've got a problem. I purchased the kit from an interstate trader at the 2024 Australian Model Expo in Melbourne. They said the kit was complete, and after a brief look in the box, I took them at their word that it was. But as you're about to see, it wasn't all there. I should clarify, I'm not accusing the trader of intentionally ripping me off. I feel they genuinely believed the kit was complete, but I mostly blame myself. I should have taken the time to inspect it properly. Anyway, it's a brand I'd not heard before, Factory TZ. It's an obscure 120 scale resin and white metal kit of the 1979 Lotus 80 in what appears to be the press launch or test version. This was a unique race car. It had underbody tunnels that went to the very back of the car, plus a ground effect system in the nose, all of which required a skirt system to try and seal the low pressure under the car. However, it didn't perform as intended and quickly sprouted conventional front and rear wings, which sort of defeated the purpose of what they're trying to do. It only raced 3 times, and only by Mario Andretti, who placed 3rd on the car's debut. But the team realised it had some major issues and reverted to the previous year's car for the rest of the season. Which, by the way, Tamiya has done a kit of. This one's a curbside model, so no engine or gearbox parts. Very simple instructions, which are in Japanese. The main casting looks decent quality and only has a few pinholes and irregularities that need cleaning up. This is all one piece, no upper and lower halves, and it's solid resin, which gives it a heavier feel than I expected. The shape resembles the Lotus 80 and includes the huge underbody tunnels exiting at the rear, but I don't know how accurate the underside is. This kit appears to have been started as the casting has got some coarse sanding marks on it, and the rear wing supports have had some work. There's a set of rubber tyres which just look like they've come out of a Tamiya kit, plus this single resin tyre. I don't know why. The resin parts include the rear aero flap, radiator blocks and cockpit insert, while in white metal is the roll hoop, suspension arms, bulkhead, and a few other parts like air ducts and brakes. The wheels are 2-piece metal and include machined outer rim edges. Checking all the parts off the instructions reveals that not everything's there. There's no exhaust tailpipes, one of the rear view mirrors is missing, there's no gear stick, and the upper flap for the nose is not there. There's also no steering arms or any of the skirts that attach to the lower edge of the body. What was in the box is this plastic front wing, which doesn't fit. The wings themselves could be utilised if the winged version of the car was to be built, though that's not my intention. I want to build it wingless as it was originally designed to be. In addition to the instructions, there's also this colour photograph of a completed model, plus a sheet for the decal placement. Then the oh shit moment. There's no decals in the kit. At first I thought, you're kidding me, and started cussing myself for not checking that everything was in the box. But subsequent translation of the instructions revealed that this kit does not come with decals. It says use commercially available decals, which is far easier said than done. It's also true for the side skirts and steering arms. The builder has to source them themselves. So yeah, there are still parts missing from the kit, but this is not an everything is in the box type of model. Regardless, I still want to build it because it's an interesting car and it's a very rare kit. I just need to come up with some solutions to get around the problems. I've looked on Paddo's Place and Indicals for decals, but neither of them have anything for the Lotus 80. I'll do some more searching, but if I can't find decals, I'll just build it as the sponsorless test car in plain green. Or perhaps a fictional livery. What do you reckon about black and gold John Player Special? Or maybe Ferrari red? Or transfer a modern livery onto it?